right, Free for All Friday. It's been another week. We've made it through one more week, one more work week. It is the weekend now. So that's great. This is good. Firstly, I think I'll count that as first.
I will
Tom
also
Johnson
count that.
steals it this time. Emily then said, damn it, and would have had a shot because technically Tom Johnson didn't say first. So she could have had an argument if she said first instead of damn it. But instead, she went with damn it.
So Tom Johnson's the first to say firstly and the first to say first.
Yeah, he
And
ended up
third.
being both of them. So who would have guessed? All right, if you want to join the show, it is a free-for-all Friday. No, we didn't have the fancy intro. I've added that. I like to think I'm improving things as we go. Um, so, let's go over some things. What do we need to go over? Oh, hi. We do this at 7 o'clock
Hello.
every night. Ways that you can get points. If you're the first one into the chat and say the word first, you get a point, just like Tom Johnson did today. The way you're going to do that is by subscribing or by following the show and putting on alerts so it lets you know when it goes live. You're going to need to do that. Right? That's one way to get a point. Another way to get a point is to answer any of the questions that we ask in the time allotted, usually 60 seconds. If you get it correct, you get 1 point. If you get it correct first, you get 2 points. You get a bonus point. And then if you share the show on Facebook, you will also get a point for that. I think we've got an alert somewhere. On this one, I'm not sure if the alerts show up. But anyhow, when we're on Facebook, we will see all of the alerting or the sharing there on Facebook. And so what I'm going to go do it now and see if it actually shows up. This template may not have it, though. Just because it's a free-for-all template, which is a little different than all of the other templates. Yeah, Caitlin, who do we have on?
On what?
Great. Steam has joined us.
Oh,
Shaggy's here. Looks like Melissa and Smiles have all joined. Looks like Christina has joined us. And Steam has started with Karen off the bat. I'm going to do the share here. I was going to not talk about it. Looks like, yeah, it's not showing up. So you're not going to see it on here, but we do appreciate if you do share, and it will show up in the Facebook stream. We saw that Jenny has already shared it, so thank you, Jenny, for doing that. And Shaggy, it looks like, also doing it. So that is very cool. If you want to be a part of the show, just join the Zoom link that we put, and I'll pin that in Facebook so it's a little easier, but it is up there for everyone already. So there we go. So there's now a pinned comment. If you want to join the show, you can be on the show. It's right over there, right over there. Yeah, right next to you. Over that way. Yeah, go tell them where it is. That way. Yeah, that's it. Right there is where you all will be. If you're on the show, that's how it'll work. All right. So while we're waiting for people to jump in, hi Christina. Hi guys. I like all the friendliness. We've got 14 people on. It's a Friday. We can get started. We'll wait and get people into the meeting once they want to join. So you know where the link is. You can make that happen. Not seeing any of our YouTube or Twitch folks yet. Let's make sure that that's actually like connected up. Looks like our chat is going strong.
Hey, it's actually working now.
Yeah. Whatever it was, they fixed, which we appreciate.
Boop, boop.
And it says, let's see, yeah, both of them are on. So we'll be waiting for our Twitch and YouTube folks to chime in.
One person on each one.
Yeah. Oh, Karen has joined us.
Hello, Karen.
Hello, Karen.
Hello.
Hi. All right, let's move you over into, I'm going to turn hide self view because nobody needs to see us. We're already right next to it. And then we'll turn on our Zoom. There we go. Excellent.
Huzzah.
Yay. So we have Karen, the inventor of the Karen here on the show. How does it feel being a minor celebrity on a pretty much unwatched show?
Better than when you told my dart story.
Oh, that was a good one. Oh my goodness. It still sticks with me or in me. Either way. So what? It was a dart. It's
Oh, Gordon Sr. is on YouTube.
Oh, hello, Gordon Sr. on
and
YouTube.
Septic is back. Yay!
Septic's back. You're not dead. Yay!
Septic.
I'm so glad. Trey is also here. Anyone who wants to join can click the link to get into the Zoom meeting. I will post it one more time just for the sake of it, and then we will start moving on. Christina wants to know if you have a milkshake.
I do. I had to go out into the real world and run an errand, and everything went terribly, so I bought myself a milkshake. And I
got one too. Mm-hmm. Not mostly milk, like our last milkshakes. Those were very unfortunate milkshakes. These are actually frozen in some manner.
With more ice cream.
Yeah, there's more ice cream in them. I like this. All right, so let's go. Let's do question number 1.
That's a perfectly valid reason, Septic, but we're glad you're back.
Yes.
Okay.
Been working, going to work, so I had to get up at 4 a.m. Well, that sounds terrible. I'm glad you got some sleep.
Yeah, you are excused.
That is definitely...
Excused.
You are blessed with an excuse. All right, question number 1. Let's pull it up.
Question number 1. This one comes with a hint, so wait a second.
Okay, before you type.
What did ancient Egyptians do to mourn the deaths of their cats? Hint, the answer is not mummify them.
It is not mummify them, so don't answer mummify. 60 seconds on the clock. Let's see what people come up with. Karen, how did your week go? Did you have a good week?
She's on mute.
Oh, no. The week took your voice. That's so sad. Now you can know.
Boring.
Boring?
Just work.
Just work. Is your work not that exciting?
No,
Oh, well, that's very unfortunate.
not at the moment. Because the tax filing date got extended.
Oh,
So
okay.
this would be actually normally our busiest time because when taxes end, we do a lot of work on the servers, and now we're stuck in a holding pattern until July.
Perfect.
Gotcha. Okay, so this is you work in the tax business then?
Yes.
All right, very cool. 10 seconds left.
I keep the Affordable Care Act servers functioning.
Oh, nice. Okay, that's great.
That's awesome.
That
Good
is
for
something
you.
that needs to happen. That's very important. All right,
Hello,
time.
Depressed Lizard.
What's that?
We have a new Twitch user, Depressed Lizard.
Oh, depressed lizard. Why are you depressed? That's so sad. You should.
Septic sent them.
Well, Septic made them depressed. That's what happened. Well, welcome. Thank you for bringing somebody by, Septic. We appreciate it. All right, so the time is up. I realize that I don't have a different view set up. So I'm not sure exactly how to know when I'm supposed to type things.
We can just go like this.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We'll put you in charge of doing that now.
Damn it.
Yes. You're the official waiver. All right. So I think our time is up. I'm just going to hit the time is up, and we will have more time next time, perhaps. All right. From the top down, feast, funeral. Those are two very different levels of something, right? It feels like those are the two. The spectrum is in between feast or funeral. I feel like wrap them up. That's kind of like mummifying. I feel like pour some out for their homies. Says Emily. What did they pour out? It wouldn't be beer. Like you can't pour out a 40 for a cat.
Mead.
It would just be like
Milk.
just some water from the cat fountain. Taxidermy them, lobotomies. Ate them, funeral, had a feast. I would never eat cat baloo, says Steven.
Nor should you.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
She's too fatty.
Mm-hmm. And Karen goes with a Karen. I love this. It's perfect when that happens. It's like it's meant to be. All right. So, what is the correct answer?
They shaved off their own eyebrows.
They shaved off their own eyebrows. Why?
I like that one.
What?
Just to signify, like, you shave off your eyebrows. I mean, people see you out and about. They're like, oh, you've recently lost a cat. I'm so sorry.
Oh, my goodness. What if
Danny's here.
What if it was a little cat? Would you shave one eyebrow?
Just a half of one.
Yeah. All right. So, you know what? Karen threw a Karen and absolutely got it because nobody got that.
Someone said shave, but it was after the time was up.
Unfortunately, yes, that was the depressed lizard. You came in a little late. You've got to make sure that you're getting it in time. Unfortunately, but you would have gotten close with that. Maybe not quite. Would you have counted that?
I would have needed it to be a little more specific.
A little more specific, perhaps. Danny is also here. Robert has joined us. That's good. A lot of the folks here for a Free for All Friday. Emily is now in the meeting. This is good. Look at this. All these people. All right. I guess we can move on to question number 2.
Question number 2. In Greek mythology, how many heads did the Hydra have? That was a lot of H's. I didn't realize that when I read
that's
that
a
question.
number of H's. That's true.
How many heads did the Hydra have?
There's an 8-year-old mini-me whose foot appears every once in a while. The furry thing is a Persian cat. Oh.
Rob asked what kind of dog or human is on the bed.
What is? Oh, there's a cat. Emily's got a cat as well.
Aw, kitty.
Emily, would you shave your eyebrows if that cat died?
Likely no.
Well, you're not very Egyptian.
Yeah, not very Egyptian is what we've learned.
No.
Everybody's going with numbers. That's a strong thing to do.
Goes here.
Casey Kratzer is here.
Hello,
Blast
Casey
from the
Kratzer.
past. I grew up with Casey. He was here in Reston.
Holy crap.
Karen, yeah, you know him as well.
Hi, Casey Kratzer.
Hello, Casey Kratzer. All right, 10 seconds left. And when this goes off, then Caitlin's going to wave maniacally, and then we'll know when the time is up in Facebook.
Hell
Because
yeah.
we'll be able to see it. There. Oh, this might be the greatest invention we've ever had for this show. It makes me so happy. All right. Now we'll be good. Be nice. Great to see you. Oh, yeah, we're definitely nice.
All right, 10 seconds left.
Oh, Smiles, you got to mute yourself because you're hearing me.
And that's
There
just
we go.
terrible.
Yeah, you don't want to hear me twice. That's not good at all. All right, time is up. I saw Caitlin waving maniacally. Looks like we've got all kinds of answers. Everything from 5 to 9 down to 3. Looks like that's the main one. 9, very popular. I'm seeing that as many times as you can be asked to cut them off for. Because they always grow back. So technically, you just have more heads.
Yes.
But I think we're talking about the number that are attached at any one point. Right? Because if you cut it off, do 2 come back? Is that one?
I don't know.
No? There's a right answer, though, right?
Yeah.
There's an echo, 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 echo.
Yeah, it was Trey was saying because of Smiles.
Yeah, that was
Echo,
Smiles.
echo.
That was definitely.
We don't have to fix anything.
I fixed all the things already.
Whoop, whoop.
Depends on the myth, apparently. Well, according to our myth, the answer is
9.
9. And all the other myths are incorrect.
Tom Johnson votes that the wave stays.
That the wave stays. All right, well, the people have spoken. What am I supposed to say? Looks like Emily got it correct first, so 2 points up to Emily. And Gordon, Trey, Danny, Christina, Steam, and Melissa all also got it correct, so points for everybody there. Some it grew back, some it grew back twice, some it grew back 3 times. Oh my goodness. Sounds like some dates I've had. All right, so let's move on to question number 3.
I'm also giving a point to Skeptic because he's not technically wrong.
What's that?
It has as many heads as you chop off.
Oh, okay. So if you see, there could be a ton of heads just like laying around, is
Yeah.
what you're saying. All right.
I'll allow it.
All right. I'll take that. So question number 3.
3. What was the profession of serial killer Ted Bundy?
Serial killer, right? That's
not a profession.
I mean, he was
That's
really
a
good
hobby.
at it.
That's a hobby.
Is it? I feel like he did it a lot for a hobby. 60 seconds on the clock. Pre-guess is 1876, by the way.
Perfect.
Yeah, Septic's got that on the board now. Would have missed the question going with 4.6, says Lori. Lori gave us masks. Did we pick them up?
Yes, thank you, Lori.
We should probably get them and put them on at some point. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow.
Okay.
We were a little rushed getting everything set up for this. Now we have headphones, which last Friday was just a cluster, and then we got it working, so now we can actually hear people, and you can hear people, and yeah, it's much better in general.
And you can hear people on Zoom this week.
Yeah, and you can hear people, and you can hear people, and you can hear people.
Everyone can hear people.
Yeah.
I missed everyone yesterday.
Yeah,
Why?
we noticed you weren't here. I hope everything was okay.
Yeah.
I am cohabitating with a friend who we've decided to spread out bubble.
Okay.
Because I needed to see people, and my friend is also social distancing. So we are now social distancing together.
Oh,
Nice.
all right. Well, that's good. You're doing it together.
And he was making me watch Lord of the Rings. So,
Oh.
because
Okay.
I've never seen it.
That's
So
not the worst.
we needed to social distance and watch Lord of the Rings.
That seems like a pretty viable thing to do. All
But
right.
I missed you all.
Time is up according to Caitlin's arms. So let's go through the answers and see what people came up with. Looks like lawyer, teacher, political campaign, ice cream man, cable guy, butt doctor, truck driver, suicide counselor, computer software, breakfaster. I don't even know what that is. Life insurance. Trey goes with serial killer. Waiter and professional killer, says Septic. I'm going with professional killer. I feel like that's a really strong
not an
one.
occupation, that's a hobby.
But you keep saying that, but I'm just sticking with it because I feel strongly about it. All right. What's the real answer?
Attorney.
Whoa, how is it not serial killer? Oh my goodness, I really had a good feeling about that, even though you told me it was wrong twice. All
Did
right.
he represent himself pro se?
Did he?
No, he did not.
No, he was too smart for that, apparently.
Yeah, they say that a lawyer who has who represents himself as an idiot for a client.
Isn't that how he escaped once? Didn't he? But he represented himself in one of the trials, and he was allowed to the law library.
Maybe.
Oh, yeah, that might have been. Like,
I
if you
will
get...
agree with
Yeah.
Keith, actually, that I think professional killer is a profession.
It's a hobby.
But Ted Bundy wasn't a hitman. People didn't hire him to kill people. He kind of just did it because he felt like it.
Yeah, he didn't make any
Hobby.
money on it. That's fair. All right, so lawyer, did you say? Is that right?
Yeah, or attorney. Yep.
So it looks like the first one to get that is Depressed Lizard. That's
Welcome,
what I've got.
Depressed Lizard.
2 points for Depressed Lizard. Comes in the first day and starts knocking stuff out of the park. This is great. I'm so excited. You know what I'm going to do? I realized that I've been sharing it on my profile, but I haven't been sharing it in a group. Can I share it to a group? We've got a group on Facebook if you'd like to join. I was trying to actually get this new thing. No, I can share it. Let's see. So there's a new thing where now Facebook has these like rooms that you can create in groups. And so I was going to try and make that our like free-for-all thing, right? Because we have a group called Another Wasted Group, which is essentially just Another Wasted Hours group. And so if you join that, I just realized I didn't share it there, and I should probably share it there. So that makes sense. But yeah, so maybe next week we'll try it and see if these like rooms work. It didn't work today. It just rolled out, and it was not good. It wouldn't like open the room. It was bad.
Well, that's what happens when you have a company that produces software with no QA department.
That's true. Did anybody else get that, or was
No.
it only?
Only Depressed Lizard got it.
Wow, Depressed Lizard came in and knocked out of the park on the third question, and nobody else even got it. It's on a Friday. It gets pretty hard on Fridays. We're towards the end of the week, so that's pretty impressive. All right. Robert seems very floored by the fact that Danny hasn't watched One Ring to Rule Them All. Yeah. There you go. People are losing respect in you.
They're really long movies.
That's the
I'm in grad school and I work full time. So
okay.
If you think the regular ones are long, watch the director's cut.
No.
Or
my housemate is across the hall. Don't give him any more ideas.
the director's uncut. More like it. Am I right?
It was interesting.
Good. It seems like people say that it is that it's a good book, and then movies seem to follow the book pretty well. So, yeah.
When I was getting married, I had the brilliant idea that I was going to try to get my husband's ring engraved on the inside with that One Ring script. But they were just like, no, it's too long, too complicated.
Nope.
Nope.
Not doing it. Caitlin wants to get a ring that has dinosaur bones and meteorites in that. Because she's a nerd. She's a big nerd that likes nerdy things.
Hey.
What?
My housemate and I are church geeks, okay? So we get the nerd thing. We
right.
Really
No, I get it. I mean, I'm not saying it's not cool, but I'm just saying it's because she's a nerd.
I told my brother that I was going to get a ring made out of meteorite and dinosaur bone, and he's like, how is it possible you're not married and you're going to have a cooler wedding ring than I do?
Mm-hmm. This I need to read this for you because it's fantastic. Okay. Steam has said that they hear the chime on Facebook when time's up, and it pops up in chat, but hasn't figured out that the whole reason we're making you wave is because we can't hear the chime on Facebook. Otherwise, we'd hear an echo of everything, right? Yeah. And we're the ones popping it up in the chat.
Yeah, we're the ones who pop it up in the chat.
I'm typing that up so that it shows up in the chat, But I appreciate it, Steve.
Karen, where are you drinking tonight?
Yeah. Do we have drunk Karen tonight?
I got the seltzer again. I'm only 2 in.
Keep it up. I believe in you, Karen. I believe you.
Well, the drunk Karen night was when I found the rum.
All right, next time we are delivering rum instead of a t-shirt. How do you like the t-shirt, by the way?
Oh, great. Love it.
It's soft, right?
There you go. Well, Emily's vying for one this week, so we'll get another review from her. Danny should get hers up just in the next few days. It's been shipped.
It's been shipped.
I'll check with my housemate because I'm not at where my room is.
Okay. Well, there you go.
I'm staying in the parsonage.
Gotcha. So. And then Septic is gonna have to wait a little while because they wouldn't let us send it with a kiosk. We had to go see a person. We haven't had a chance to do that. Yeah, we have to go see
a grown-up to help us ship internationally. But...
Apparently, you're not allowed to just do that in the middle of the night.
No, apparently not.
Oh, well. All right, so let's move on.
Yes, Jewelry by Johan is totally awesome.
Septic is very lost. Why is Septic lost? Why are you so lost?
Come back, Septic. Don't be lost.
Don't be lost. All right, let's go on to the next question.
This one goes out to Danny.
Danny.
What does the JRR stand for in J.R.R. Tolkien?
There you go. You should know this one hands down. You got it. 60 seconds on the clock.
I was trying so hard not to laugh as everyone was talking about this fucking movie.
Look, we tied it in perfectly. That was really good. Emily got in first, even though Danny just watched the movies. And Gordon... I
don't think they actually say the author's name in the movie, so that Danny could be excused for that.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe it's in the credits somewhere. I don't know.
I know, but my housemate told me what it stood for because we talk about geeky things.
Yeah, you do.
We totally do.
All right, Gordon guessed. Danny's got one in.
You want to talk about book nerds? My husband has... organized. He used to work in a bookstore, so all the books on my bookshelves are organized alpha by author, and the series are in order. So it's basically like living in a bookstore.
Oh, awesome. All right. Karen has nothing in this house to shoot. I hope not.
I have a friend who got a barcode reader, so he could read the barcodes on his books and figure out what they are.
You have to wave your hands a whole bunch.
Can you just look at the title?
Why would we do that, though? Why would he do that if he can do something complicated by a barcode reader?
That is the most boring thing I've ever heard.
Your friend's a librarian.
Wait, let's go back to Karen shooting things in her house. Why do you
Oh.
want to shoot things in your house?
No, somebody suggested that every time a Karen is thrown, that I should have to do a shot.
Oh, okay. That makes so much more sense. I thought you were just gonna fire guns into the air, like, yeah, Karens.
But we would only know that on Fridays if you took a shot, because we can only see you on Fridays.
That's true. Unless we just made her a permanent fixture on the show.
I'm guessing that if enough Karens were thrown, we'd be able to figure it out by the way she was typing.
I would imagine so. I feel like I missed your arms flying around, so I'm gonna just hit the button. All right. Time is up. Let's take a look. It looks like a lot of people said John Ronald Rule, either Ruel or Reuel.
Yeah, spelling doesn't count.
There's a James Ronald Rule. That was our first guess. Timothy Ronda Rousey, a lesser known pseudonym for him.
Perfect.
Yes, that's definitely it. Jean Rene Robin. Or Jean Rene Robin. One of the two. All right, so I think that's it. I think it's mainly the John Ronald Rue and then a few other guesses. What is the correct answer?
John Ronald Rule.
John Ronald Rule. So Gordon gets the 2 points just before Danny. And it looks like Emily almost got there. First one to answer, but unfortunately not correct.
James is not John. You know how I know that? If someone called my dad James, he would be pissed off.
Your dad would be like, that's not my name.
It's not my fucking
That's
name.
not my name.
It's a great song.
Yeah. No, it's good.
It's by the Ting Tings.
Steam
It's great.
would definitely like to start Karen Shot Fridays. So we're going to have to somehow make that happen. Karen
Steve's
Shot
a
Fridays
bartender,
next week.
So he's
Yeah.
got a vested interest.
We're going to have to drop alcohol off at Karen's house.
I was thinking I should come over to the backyard and sit around the fire.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to do a fire one again.
Yeah.
That's not a bad idea. All right. Such beautiful women, says Depressed Lizard. Well, thank you, but I identify as a man. No, what? That's obviously, no, that's not what he's talking
The
about.
proper response is thank you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you. I really appreciate it. All right, what's the next question?
Okay.
Rob's Karening for the next week. Do you see this?
Yes.
That is a lot of Karens.
What is the common name for the condition protanopia?
All right, 60 seconds on the clock. What is the common name for
Protanopia.
protanopia?
Your beard has been mentioned, so I have to
It
check
actually looks right.
It does
Look
look
at
right.
it. It just looks
I
like you
a
have
creepy
tiny
arm.
T-Rex arms. All right, this is just silly. All right, we have about 25 seconds left. Gordon says male pattern baldness. Jesus, Gordon, it's a little too soon. All right, thanks. We could just lay off. Somebody just called me beautiful, and you've got to dig in. I understand. You're jealous, but God. All right, let's see. 5 seconds. Time is almost up, which means we will get the beautiful flailing arms of Caitlin. Ah, bees!
The screen is super fuzzy on Facebook, like you can't read any of the restream chat for some reason.
Oh, good. That's awesome.
Ain't shit we can do about that.
Yeah, well, you know, sometimes that happens. Thanks, Facebook.
Thanks, Obama.
All right, so let's take a look at all of the different answers that are coming in. We've got red, green, colorblind. Jesus, Cray, you got Trey, you got a pile on. Robert says Karen. He's throwing a Karen. He knowing going in. Depressed Lizard confirms that it's a beautiful woman with the beard that he was talking about.
That's how I was stroking it.
Gordon said male pattern baldness. Lori said hair loss. Boss-eyed.
Boss-eyed?
Boss-eyed.
Emily?
Yeah,
Did you
explain
that?
boss-eyed. What is...
It's a British word for cross-eyed.
Oh, is it? Okay. I didn't know that. So
So-
Septic and Depressed Lizard both were like, yeah, no, I know that's... And we're... Cool.
We are
I learned
boldly.
it from the IT crowd, which is hilarious if you
Oh,
haven't
it is
seen
good.
it.
Oh, it's so good. Yeah.
We're boldly assuming the Depressed Lizard is from the UK, but I'm fine with it.
Right. Absolutely. I would say if you've ever done anything in like computers or technology or IT as a profession at any point in time, that includes like, just being, even if you're just like a secretary or something at one of them, go watch the IT crowd. It's from the BBC. It is brilliant and it just makes so much sense. It's hilarious. Baldness, colorblindness, baldness. Going with Trey, colorblind, red and green. Addiction to pineapples, says Septic. I didn't know that was a thing. Red, green, colorblind, says Danny. Jodie Foster fixation, says Steam. And that is it. The fuzziness is just them. I don't know what that means.
Just the Zoom people are having a problem with Facebook. Apparently.
Why? All right. Well, good. I'm glad everybody else can see it. Lori says, I'm fine over here, but I have wine. So maybe her eyes have gone blurry, and that's made things, like, more clear on the blurry screen. It, like, counteracts it. The IT crowd is jokes. Yes, it is jokes. That is true. All right, so what is the correct answer?
Colorblindness, specifically red-green colorblindness, but I'll just take colorblindness too.
Any kind of colorblindness wins the night. And we have Trey, it looks like, with our first guess of colorblindness. And then Depressed Lizard gets another point. And Danny also gets a point. Yep. Those look like all the folks that got it. Did Karen also get it?
Karen said going with Trey. Colorblind.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Smart, going with Trey.
Technically, she said colorblind, red, green.
Green! The most exciting of all the colors.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to our next question.
No.
What? What do we...
That was our fifth question.
Oh, was that the fifth one? What? Oh, my goodness. I didn't keep track because I don't have buttons anymore. All right, do you want to go over our scores then?
You're darn tootin' I do.
All right, let's go over the scores. If your score differs than what we have for you, please let us know. We're not counting shares yet. That comes at the end of the show. So it's just points that you've gotten from answering correctly or answering correctly first, or from Tom Johnson's situation, being the first one into the chat.
I promise everyone I only shared once.
Thank you.
I loved your dedication, honestly. As I said last night, so for the people who weren't here last night, Emily shared it like 51 times, and it was insane. And everyone was like, "Oh, that's cheating!" And I just looked into the camera. I was like, "Would you do it? If you would do it, right? Then I'll give you credit, right? But if it's something you would never do because you wouldn't want your wall full of shares." Then you know what? She did something you wouldn't do. She gets the points. That's the way I see it.
And I know I sent you that screenshot. Like my friends were like, "Are you okay?" like we thought it might be a cry for help. Like you shared that thing.
Honestly, after I logged off and I thought about it, if I didn't have a bunch of people who would be like, "We hate you and we're unfriending you now," I would probably have done that. Because there is no friggin' way anyone is going to be Emily this week with her amount of shares.
Yeah. No, it was pretty brilliant.
The funny thing is like for the first couple of weeks I didn't share at all because I was like, I'm not sure if I want people to like be in on this. But we've been in quarantine so long, I was just kind of like, fuck
it. and honestly, if you had just said I want a T-shirt, I would have been like, hey Keith, let me send you the $15 that's going to take to send her a T-shirt and save her the 51 shares because this person really, really, really wants a T-shirt at this point.
But then we wouldn't have gotten the audio of Keith reading and counting the amount of shares that I made because that was worth all of it.
Yeah. Just kept going one by one. And I was like, this is insane. People thought she was hacked. That's what ended up happening. All right, so let's do these scores from the bottom to the top.
From the bottom to the top, we have Rob with -1 point. He threw a Karen, didn't work out. Tom Johnson, 1 point. Christina, 1 point. With 2 points, we have a bunch of people. Steam, Septic, Melissa, Karen, Gogo, and Emily all have 2 points. Danny has 3 points. Trey has 4 points. And Depressed Lizard has 4 points.
What? Depressed Lizard tied for first place tonight in their first night ever. Oh, Smile says that she's got 0 points. You'll get it.
I'm in second place when I wasn't even here for the first question. What the frig?
Well, nobody got the first one right. That's what helped you.
Okay, so I looked at that. I was late and people sucked. Okay.
That's essentially how it worked. All right. Depressed Lizard's coming at you, folks. Came in for the first time ever and is already tied with Trey for first place. Let's see how the rest of the evening shakes out. And maybe we'll have a new UK winner. A new Septic or Matt McFaceDab will have to pass their belt over to the new winner. We don't have Matt McFaceDab tonight, by the way. Whatever happened to him? Now we know where Septic is, but now we're worried about Matt McFaceDab.
Womp womp.
All right, let's move on to question number 6.
Okay, question number 6. What actor died during the filming of Gladiator?
All right, what actor died during the filming of Gladiator? 60 seconds on the clock. I didn't really realize anyone died during the filming of Gladiator. This is news to me. I'm not going to get this one right. I would assume it was the Gladiator. Because they're fighting, and so and then he dies. That would be my guess. But yeah, this seems Shaggy went with Russell Crowe. Russell Crowe is still alive. I know that he's alive. Don't guess Russell Crowe, you goofballs.
I'm assuming that meant that somebody who was acting in the movie Gladiator died, not just an actor somewhere in the world who happened to die during the filming of it.
That's a good point. Just name any actor that died during the filming of Gladiator somewhere in the world. There's going to be a lot of Googling that's happening. But,
Don't encourage them.
I don't know I could name. That doesn't make it better to me. I couldn't name anyone who died during the filming of Gladiator at all. Probably somebody named Chris. That's all I could say.
I forgot to do that.
Oh, yeah, do that. Time's up. Let's start taking a look at what people have put down. It looks like Oliver Reed and then Robert Oliver Reed, Russell Crowe, Michael Clark Duncan, Richard Harris, Raul Julia, George Michael, says Steam, Moccasins Arlocals. I don't even know how to say that. Say that word.
No.
You say it.
Arloos.
Moccasin are loose. It just sounds like your moccasins are too big. Moccasins are loose. Oliver Reed, Sonny from Sonny and Cher. Karen says, Gordon, he was the Gladiator trainer. I missed your thing. Did you do it yet?
Yeah, I think I've already done it.
Okay. So all the answers are in. Did anyone get it right?
Yes.
Oh, all right. What is the correct answer?
Oliver Reed.
Oliver Reed, not Robert Oliver Reed?
I will take Robert Oliver Reed.
Is that a real person?
That's real.
If it's Robert Oliver Reed, then all the Oliver Reed people are wrong. Is it?
If you Google Robert Oliver Reed, you come to the Wikipedia page for Oliver Reed.
Oh.
Legal name Robert Oliver Reed. Actual name he went by, Oliver Reed.
All right. Fair enough.
So apparently nobody called him Robert Oliver Reed, except for Danny.
Yeah. Danny knew it for some reason. All right. This is good. All right.
Geek. Remember, I'm a geek.
But his professional name was Oliver Reed. Is weird that His own mother didn't know his real
She
name.
obviously knew him personally. Okay. Now do for 7.
Tom Johnson wants to know if the t-shirts come in 6XL.
They do
And
not.
they do not, because we have no need for a sailboat. That's what it would be. It would be gigantic. No, we have 2XL, but that's as large as it gets, because at that point we could just give you 2 t-shirts and you could sew them together. Russell Crowe died and is a zombie, says Shaggy. I didn't know that. That's interesting.
Okay.
Does seem likely. All right, let's move on to the next question.
Question number 7. What does the human lacrimal gland produce?
Obviously, lacrimal.
Yes.
That's what it produces.
Yes.
60 seconds on the clock. Get your lacrimal ready. And let's get that answer into the chat. Tom says, that's my t-shirt size. Yeah, well, I am making fun of your t-shirt size, and that's not very nice. So, but what I could do is I can get you an extra large beach towel and write another wasted hour on it. And then you can use that as a shirt. Is that fair? Does that count? I'd have to sew arms in it maybe or something.
Yeah.
Another wasted hour tunic. I just cut a hole in the middle of an extra large beach towel and just write another wasted hour, and then
It's
you
a
can put it
poncho.
on. I think that's fair. 15 seconds left on the clock. Lots of good
that
answers.
Tom Johnson has the sharer badge and I do not.
Why?
Uh-oh.
What did you do wrong?
You're going to fight him
No,
for it?
Are you-
there's a whole bunch, clearly.
I think that's the problem. Facebook's like, no, you're in share jail now. Time's up.
Bees.
Okay, out. Tom's out. What are you're now not going to participate because our shirts aren't big enough? I will send you two 2XLs, and you can put them side by side. It'll be a weird logo. It'll be a very strange logo as you somehow sew them together. All right, time's up. Let's see. We got a lot of people saying tears, gall, milk, breast milk, farts. Farts is a guess. That's a thing. Steam is apparently a 6-year-old and has said booby milk. And
milk.
Blackhead Mole says septic. I don't know what lacrimal is from. I know what lacrimal is from working on 3D models of people.
Oh.
There you go. All right. So what is the correct answer?
The correct answer is tears.
Booby milk. Oh, no. Oh. Wait. No. What would you say?
Tears.
Booby milk. No, it's not booby milk. All right. I feel like it should be.
It's not.
Booby milk makes me cry. All right. Let's see. First person with tears was Emily. And she got the answer correct.
Oh.
She was the first one we've driven to tears, I feel like. Shaggy, Karen also get points. Danny gets a point. Tom gets a point. Depressed Lizard still killing it. Melissa. I already said Tom Johnson, right?
Yeah.
All right, so those are our points for that round. I'm 7, Keith. That's fair. That
He's
is
this
fair.
many.
Depressed Lizard says booby milk makes me cry too. I mean, it's tears of joy. It really is. Doesn't say what kind of tears. There was a scientific study that said there's different types of tears. Like,
Yeah, there's 4 different kinds of tears.
yeah, you can actually like test a tear, and like you take a sample of it and test it, and like if you're happy, it's a different tear than if you're sad and like other things, right? What is it like? Happy, sad, pain, and poked in the eye. I don't know what the fourth one is. You said
I
there's
wonder
4.
what kind of tear it is, because every time I get up to run in the morning, when I first start running, my right eye starts crying. Only the right one.
That's sadness from having to run.
It's
I like
That's-
functional tears, reflex tears,
Yeah.
and emotional tears.
Oh, okay. All right. So one's for like lubricating your eye because you got sand in it, right? And then one is because you're having emotions, and the third one is something other than the first two.
Reflexive.
Reflexive.
Yeah.
Okay. That is when something, yeah, maybe like when you get onions.
Yeah, depressed lizard's probably right. It's probably onions.
Yeah. Or booby milk. If you get booby milk in your eye, then there's lots of tears. All right, so let's see. Next question. We're powering through.
Oh, a response to smoke would have reflexive tears.
Oh, okay. All right. So protective that way.
Okay. Now what do you want? Question 8?
Question.
Who is the only person to ever play in the Super Bowl and the World Series?
Super Bowl and World Series. Both of them 60 seconds on the clock. Robert says, I'm done for the day. I learned something today. There you go. Yeah, you've learned something. That's what we try to do here at Another Wasted Hour. Not just waste your hour, but teach you something in the process. That's not even a little true.
You didn't learn something from the first question?
Mm-mm. We all knew that already. We just didn't want to say it out loud.
So, Depressed Lizard, settle a bet. Are you actually in the UK?
Oh, that's a good guess. Yeah, I didn't realize that he could have not been in the UK because just because Septic's in the UK and they know each other doesn't mean that they are necessarily...
They might just know each other through the internet.
What is that? Septic says it's David Bowie. Is that correct?
No.
I feel like maybe he did halftime of both of them. 5 seconds left. Time is almost up. 2 big answers coming in. Bo Jackson, Deion Sanders, and
Stop taking my job.
and
Get out
Karen.
of the screen.
Diana goes with the Karen. Believes that nobody knows who the actual answer is. David Bowie is awesome and is always the way. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't count him out. There's a chance he was in both. I'm not going to say it wasn't him until Caitlin says it wasn't him. That's all I'm saying. All right, so...
It wasn't him.
Oh, dang it. I was really hoping. Can I make a guess? Professional killer.
No.
All right, so Bo Jackson, Deion Sanders. Those are the 2 guesses. Diana needs to know if one of those 2 is correct. Because otherwise she gets a point.
She does not get a point.
Oh, no! So it is either Bo Jackson or it is Deion Sanders. Emily, Shaggy, Jenny, and Melissa and Casey all go with Bo Jackson. Really good guess. Played both baseball and football. Deion Sanders also played both. Which one made it to the big game in both sports?
Deion Sanders.
Oh. Depressed Lizard, I think, is the first one to say Deion Sanders. 2 points
Correct.
for them. And Danny, Steam, Gordon Sr., Gordon Jr. all also get points.
Neon Dion,
Yes.
says Emily.
Or otherwise known as Prime Time.
Prime time.
Yeah. All right. This is good. I have to say, for coming in midweek, first night ever, Depressed Lizard's killing it right now.
Yeah.
Doing really well. So let's move on to the next question, which is...
The penultimate question.
It is the penultimate question.
I'm never going to miss that again.
All right. What is the penultimate question?
What did James Buchanan lack that every other U.S. president has had?
Oh, what did James Buchanan lack that every other president had?
There's so
All
many
right.
things it could be. 10 fingers?
Yeah. I've got guesses, but some of them are, I think it's silly, but then it could be right and I'd feel bad. Let me look. Oh, no. Okay. I'm going to go with a middle name. Yeah. No middle name. It was just James Buchanan.
Well, that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay.
No?
No.
He actually didn't live in the White House because at the time it was painted beige. Yeah.
Oh my God.
historically correct.
Totally.
Hmm. James Buchanan, the only president that had a beard but no mustache.
The only one.
Hmm. If you don't count Abe Lincoln. I mean, other than that, like all the others. But he wasn't very popular, so. All right, time's up. Not doing it. Not doing it.
I'm sorry.
You have a job to do.
Well, I also have another job to do, and they have to happen at the same time.
No! Time's up.
Okay.
All right, so what did James Buchanan not... see, now you can move. Now you can move your tiny, stumpy hands around. It's so short. Look at it. It's freakishly short. All right. We've got a bunch of different guesses in here. Smiles is first to say a wife. Septic says barns. He didn't get a barn. A dog. Jenny's the first one to say dog. Robert says spin. He's the first one not to spin. I don't know what that means, but I'd like to see it. 2 eyes. Lori says he didn't have 2 eyes. A lot of people don't know that about James Buchanan. He is the only president with 3 eyes. They weren't all on his head, though, so a lot of people didn't see the 3rd eye. 2 nipples, says Shaggy. I don't know if he had 3 nipples or 1 nipple, but apparently he didn't have...
Or no nipples.
2 nipples. Or no nipples at all. Right. He couldn't cry out of them. A lot of people saying wife. Depressed Lizard says leadership and judgment and booby milk. Those are 3 things. I'm just saying. We just said 1 thing. But they're all true. That is factual. He didn't have booby milk or leadership and judgment. All right. So what is the correct answer?
A wife.
A wife! Yay!
There's speculation that he was America's first gay president, but that is yet to be proven.
Smiles.
I did not know that, so I cheated off someone.
Smiles got it first.
I've never been first.
Mm.
Holy smokes! Woo!
It's possible, everybody. Dreams do come true.
They do.
Gordon Sr., Karen, Steam, Emily, Gordon Jr., Melissa, and Danny all got it correct as well. When you're the first one, Smiles, you get 2 points, and you get the distinction of everybody cheating off of you. They go, oh, that seems like a good enough guess. They went pretty quickly. They must know something. Yeah. Septic says, so he didn't have booby milk. That's right.
Did not.
That is correct. Steam says he had no nipples. He must have had colon cancer.
Laurie says that's because he couldn't see.
He couldn't see. That's why. He didn't know which one would which was wife material. He had no vision. All right. I like when people defend their answers.
Yes.
Well, that's obviously an eye issue. All right. Last question of the night, everyone.
Here we go.
It's going to look on the screen a little different than Caitlin is going to say it, so I'll have her read it twice because it was too long. So.
Oh, sorry.
So go ahead and read yours.
What is the only river that crosses the equator in both a northerly and southerly direction?
All right, one more time.
What is the only river that crosses the equator in both a northerly and southerly direction?
All right, 60 seconds on the clock. For those that believe in flat Earth, the equator is actually the line that goes around the largest part of the Earth because it's a ball.
Gordon McCracken, the theme last night was fruit.
Yes, the theme was fruit.
There is no theme tonight.
No theme tonight. Just theme Thursdays where you can get an extra point for guessing the theme. About 30 seconds left. A lot of people going Amazon. We've got the Congo and the Tigris. Those are both good guesses as well. Let's see. Congo River, says Depressed Lizard. A circle river, says Septic. It's just a river that feeds itself. It's always flowing, but it's always in just one direction in a circle. It's a perpetual motion river. Always going downhill. All right. Time is up. Let's see. So yeah, those are mainly the ones. We're waiting to see if any additional answers come in. Casey Kratzer goes with the Amazon. I'm glad that you're participating, Casey. I'm glad that you're here. It's our crazy little thing. We've been doing this every night at 7 o'clock since like
The 16th of May.
16th of March, right?
Yeah.
It was like middle of March. So yeah, it's been a blast. We've made
Hi, team.
quite a little following of folks, and it's been fun because we've all gotten together as a big family, and there's like 15 of us right now, but there's been up to like 30 before.
I legit don't know what I'm gonna do when y'all stop doing trivia.
Really?
We have to actually go somewhere and do stuff.
Yeah, we'll have to do it in person.
Oh, that's an idea.
All right, so lots of good answers. No new ones came in, although Septic says did put a emoji of a sloth.
That's cute.
Yeah. All right, so what is the correct answer?
The Congo.
The Congo! Oh my goodness, an upset. So many people went Amazon, and the answer was the Congo. Emily with 2 points, going against the current, as you may say. Depressed Lizard, also a point. No one else got it. No one. That's crazy. Wow.
My husband's sitting here listening, and you read like the tigress, and he just looks at me and goes, "The tigress is nowhere near the fucking equator."
Well, it depends which equator you're thinking of.
Right.
And which tigress. What we meant is sometimes tigers cross the equator,
yeah,
both northerly and southerly.
They just
Yeah,
walk across it.
they're wandering. They're chasing antelope and impalas.
He also shared some information that the reason that the Congo is so cool is when it crosses the equator in the northerly and southerly direction, it's somewhere part of the river is always in the rainy season, so it has a lot of water output.
Oh.
Oh, that is interesting. Okay, that's fascinating.
Your husband sounds like kind of a nerd. I like it.
Yeah. All I knew is that the Nile's one of the few rivers that flows north. There's very few that flow north. That's like very rare. Yeah. Which is really interesting to me. Why would they all go that direction? It makes no sense that they'd all, like a vast majority would go south. Because, like, if you think about it in terms of like a globe, right? There's no like up or down. If it wasn't a globe and you were just looking at it like from North Pole to South Pole, you'd be like, oh, it's all flowing down. That makes sense. It's flowing down to the South Pole. But that's not how it works. Everything flows in.
Yeah.
And there's no like top or bottom to the globe. But for some reason, the way it's all oriented, most of the rivers all flow south.
Yep.
Super weird. Shaggy says the flat Earth equator. If you consider the flat Earth equator, it might be closer to the tigress. Brian Baru has joined us on Twitch. I prefer being surrounded by people who prefer to go south. Ha ha!
Jokes.
Oh, you missed our breast milk stuff earlier. The Earth is fatter in the northern hemisphere. Is that... Are you just talking about people? That's a little too soon, Gordon. I don't appreciate it. All right.
Oh, the cat is here.
Oh, the cat has made it? Where's the cat?
Baloo.
There we go. Free for all Friday. We're going cat. Hello, Cat Baloo. What are you doing? Cat Baloo. All right, those are all the questions we've got. That's the night, everyone. So let's go over your scores and see if anybody feels like their score is incorrect. Then we'll go over the shares and get the final scores and announce our winner for the night. So start from the bottom, go to the top.
Okay, we have Rob with -1 point. Shaggy, Diana, and Christina with 1 point. Wait, that doesn't seem right. Tom Johnson and Septic with 2 points. Gordon and Gogo with 3 points. Trey, Steam, and Karen with 4 points. Melissa with 5 points. Emily and Danny with 7 points. And Depressed Lizard with 9 points. Diana, does that seem like the right number of points for you?
Oh, we've lost her on the chat.
Oh, I know
or
where she
in the
is.
meeting.
Yay, I didn't win. Yay me.
Yay,
Good job.
you finally were able to pull it off. You've been trying for weeks not to win, and you did it finally.
Shares.
All right, so we don't know. You think Diana might have the wrong number?
Yeah.
All right, well, let's go to the shares and we'll see if she chimes in. We've got 2 shares by Karen. Myself, I shared it.
1 point.
Yes. Robert has shared the show. Emily shared the show 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, I'm just kidding. It's just
Did
1.
not.
Just getting her in trouble again. No, she just shared it 1. 1 point for Emily. Shaggy shared the show. I shared the show a second time. And then Jenny has shared the show. So those are all the shares that I see.
Okay.
All right, so let's see who the winner is for the night. If you are the winner, you get to have an acceptance speech in the chat there. So feel free to type that out, and we will read it aloud. And then you also have to let us know what color you'd like to have our studio here.
It is pink today.
It is pink, and that was because who was it that got it? Who won that said it should be pink? Do we remember?
Dan Wolf.
Dan Wolf. Yesterday's winner, Dan Wolf, said he wanted to see it pink, and then he didn't show up to see it, which is just rude. I'm just saying. But it is pink. We stood by our commitment. So if you have a color you'd like to see it, let us know. So who is the person that gets to have the acceptance speech and the color of the studio tomorrow?
That is Depressed Lizard.
What? Oh, 1 for
First
1.
timer Depressed Lizard.
Batting 1,000, comes in and takes the night on first night. Rookie luck, maybe. Maybe it's just rookie luck. We're not sure. Depressed Lizard, let us know what your acceptance speech is for winning the night. Let us know what color you'd like the studio to be.
Please choose the color that we can actually make with our fancy light bulb, not brown or black.
Brown and black are not actually colors. Dark is not a color of light.
Gray is not a color.
Yeah, you can't do any of those. They're just not colors of light. It's not how that works. All right, so while they're doing that, just want to remind everybody we've got a podcast called Another Wasted Hour as well. There's about 140 episodes. It's free. You can get it on Apple Podcasts, Google Play Music, Stitcher, Spotify, iHeartRadio. Pretty much anywhere that you go to get a podcast, you can search for Another Wasted Hour and get our podcast. You can even catch it on YouTube and on Facebook if you want to catch episodes there. There's some trivia there. We've made a little game show we call Please God Just Get One Right. Our guests often don't get one right. It's a little harder than some of our stuff here. And then we also have some crazy internet like news that we find. Lots of fun comedy, and you'll be exposed to musicians and artists from the DC area that you probably have never heard of before. So they're very talented. Go check it out. We'd love it if you'd subscribe to the podcast, give us a review, throw some stars in there. All of that would be amazing. And then likewise, don't forget, you'll probably want to follow and subscribe to this, our trivia that starts at 7 o'clock every day. And the reason being because it'll alert you when we go live. And if you're the first person in the chat saying the word first, then you get a point just for being there. As always, you get points for getting answers right. We're going to tally up all of the points for the week, and on Sunday, whoever has the most points at the end is going to win a T-shirt that Caitlin is holding up right now. And as long as you haven't gotten it yet, that's how you do it. That's perfect. It's a ball of T-shirt that you will get. Another Wasted Hour. There you go. And then purple. We're going for purple as the color. A very popular choice. Purple's a great color for a studio. What else? Oh, we're on Instagram, and we're on Twitter, and we're on Facebook. Go like us, review us, do those things, leave comments. We also have that group, Another Wasted group, up on Facebook. Feel free to join that. That's where we talk about some new things we might be doing with the show and keep in touch with people. That's about it. So go check out the podcast. We're here at 7 o'clock every night. We do have an acceptance speech. Do you want to read it, or shall I?
Please, go ahead.
Okay. Happiness is not about the things that you can live with. It's about the things you can live without. Don't get caught up with materialism and live a little. Peace and love. Thank you for the quiz. thank you for being here, Depressed Lizard. Join us tomorrow when the studio will be purple. Until then, everyone, everybody stay safe, stay healthy, stay home. I know they're going to start letting people out into the world. Be careful. Try and keep your social distance and things like that. It doesn't all just go away overnight, and we want you all here. But we'll be here every night at 7 o'clock until things have cleared up, and giving you something to look forward to, something different to come and do that isn't related to all the insanity that's out there right now. I want to give a shout out to all the people who are helping make the world go round right now. Our emergency workers, our healthcare workers, all of the delivery folks and the truck drivers, everybody who has to go to work so that we don't. And we can continue living on. We really appreciate it. I know it's been a real difficult time for you and your family. We understand the sacrifice that you're taking, and it means a lot to us. So thank you. So until 7 o'clock tomorrow, when we will see you all again, have a good night, everyone.